Graham Stanley Butler, who joined me a couple of months ago now, and we talked about his fantastic flooded arts movement. Hello, Stanley, welcome back.
Hi, Phil. Great to be here.
You decided to bring back some of the results.
Yes, I've brought back members of our group, Marzipan.
Yep.
We've got Kap Freebird over here on my right, and Rosemary Young, a superb pipa player.
Fantastic. Good to see you both. Thanks very much. Move a little closer for now. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Fill me in, Stanley. Remember, you said you had some plans afoot. You had some good things going on, but just remind us what it's all about, if you would.
Okay. Well, Flooded Arts is a collective movement of artists and what have you that we're trying to spread music around the world, share music around the world, work with people from different cultures and what have you.
Yeah.
And we've had some great success recently. We've got some fantastic people on board working with us.
Yep.
We've got a lady called Cynthia Sue.
Yeah.
Sydney Sider. She's coming up here very soon to record.
Brilliant.
And she's a brilliant soul rhythm and blues singer.
Mm-hmm.
Vietnamese, Chinese Australian from Sydney.
Is there any other kind? From Sydney?
Yeah, from Sydney, that's right, yeah. No, she's great. We've got lots of other people as well.
You said before that you were interested in sort of the Aussie Indigenous music scene.
Yes, we're working with bringing Nocturnal up here to record some of their older tracks, re-record them and put some other people on the tracks with them.
Yep.
And we're still taking them up to China and what have you.
Well, that's plenty to be going on with, isn't it?
It's a lot, yes.
Tell me about the pipa, Rosemary. Good morning. Come a little bit closer. Don't be shy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Explain this instrument to us a little bit, if you would.
Some traditional one?
Yeah. Yeah, baby. That's what we need. What a brilliant instrument. It's like a mandolin on E. Basically. Kap, where do you fit in, mate?
I'm a guitarist and I do a few vocals.
Bits and pieces.
Mostly pre-production.
And he's an amazing composer too. He's helped us with putting a lot of the songs together.
Good for you. Tell us a bit about the flavour of the music you write then.
Well, I mean, I do a lot of different varieties as a singer-songwriter. My own stuff is very much sort of pop funk, kind of Red Hot Chili Peppers, mixed with a bit of Jason Mraz, sort of very singer-centric.
Why not? Absolutely, brilliant. So tell me about Marzipan, Stanley. Your idea, or did they come to you, or what happened?
Oh, no, well, it's coming out of Flooded Arts again. We wanted to have a local group that we can work with artists as we bring them to do recording and what have you in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
But we also wanted to reach out from Hong Kong with some new music and take that into China and Macau and places like that as well as doing things in Hong Kong.
Well, I love the fact straight up that you've got these diverse instruments. You've got your flute with you,
yep.
So it's not your average combo, is it?
No,
for starters.
We're hoping to sort of bring some. We'd like to go back to some of the decent music that sort of existed in the 60s and the 50s and so maybe up to the 80s, before plastic music took over.
It's all about sounds. I mean, the people got me thinking. I mean, the Americans like a jug band and stuff like this, all that kind of stuff.
This lady, Rosemary here, has been trained on this wonderful instrument since the age of 8. And she's done 4 years at the academy, and she's well steeped in that instrument. Classical Chinese, right through to funk and rock and pop, whatever, man. So this is the crossover queen,
How fantastic is that?
She's made a name for herself in Hong Kong in the last year or so.
Yeah.
Because she can adapt to any style of music, and people have spoken to me and said she's got such an ear for music.
She's like, stop talking about me. Stop talking about me.
I know. Well, she's the shyest person you've ever come across, really. So
tell me this.
She everything in music.
Tell me this, Rosemary. Does the pipa cross over to Western sound easily?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah? I mean, it really does fit in, doesn't it? It's a beautiful icing on the cake. Yeah. Is it the first time you'd really heard this instrument?
It is. I didn't even know what it was called when I first saw it. So, it's an incredible instrument. It's really opened my eyes to
Do they come in different sizes? Or is it just one
It's
standard?
just one standard.
Just one standard size. All right, then, fellas, if you feel like doing something, you're absolutely welcome. I don't want to twist your arm much.
Okay, well, we've got something that we could do. What do you think, Kap?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Anything you like.
Okay. Well, maybe you could give us a tune in on the old guitar there, and we'll
Just
see
sit
what we
back,
do.
sit back a bit now. And if I start traffic warding you on the microphones, we should be okay. But just do what you like. That's lovely.
Cool.
Had 10,000 men, honest men, marched them up to the top of the hill and marched them down again. When they're up, they'll go.
That was so good.
When they're down, they'll bang.
Boy, would they bang.
Halfway up,
They're confused, abused, and sad. This is a song, and it won't take long, about power, corruption, and greed. It features the Duke, a man of utter disrepute, so flaming vile, maddening, and contemptible in every way, that the only way to describe him is through the animal kingdom. For in human terms, the only words to use in public, you can't say. Beware the silverfish, that slimy, slithering thing, invader of our robes and crutch chewer of silk so fine and other mortal things, borer of holes through the memories of our minds and taunter supreme. Well, that comes close to match him, although on the surface only does it scratch him, for his wickedness was too bold-faced to describe. The Duke, they say, was a man of impeccable taste. He could tell the feel of the finest Muslim lace, even before his lightest touch was made. Silks so soft were his for the taking, all the way from Cathay to Canton Town. Honest man,
marched them up to the top of the hill and marched them down again. And when they were running, they were
so good, just like angels.
when they were down, they were back.
Whoa, bloody devils, I can tell you.
They were halfway up,
They felt confused, abused, and sad. One fine day, he dressed so grand to parade before the populace down the middle of the town. All had gathered from far and wide to witness such a feat of such royal nobility and pride in his finery replete. Ha! They were all in for such an unexpected treat, for the only solid thing was the leather on his feet. The rest, like under his wig, was entirely bare instead, and the sight of it recalls as in between lay a shriveled bean, such a pathetic thing to be seen dangling between his feet. They throbbed in the aisles in reverential fits and smiles. Oh, it took them when confronted with such mirth, merriment, and rosy cheeks. He continued swanning it, for goodness sake, completely unaware that he was entirely bare. Until the end of the street, when a mirror did he meet that showed quite graphically the mayhem left behind. Then suddenly it dawned on him as he grabbed his frontispiece that obscene, protruding, shriveled bean. Naked was he, from cock to derriere. Oh no! Oh yes, I do declare. The onlookers, who were silent witnesses to the pain it caused, suddenly burst out in rapturous applause, and the Duke could do little but acknowledge their care, for anything else would have been most insincere.
the grand old Duke of Fraud.
That Duke of Fraud.
He had 10,000 men. them up to the top of the hill and march them down again. But when they're up, they'll go.
Oh, so good, just like an angel.
When they were down, they were bad.
Really bad.
Halfway up,
They felt confused, abused, and sad. So let this be a warning to those not yet understood. It's far better to lead than its opposite, to be bled. For to have some self-control over destiny, in case you're unaware, is what life is all about. Beware the silverfish, that slimy, slithering thing, invader of our robes and crutchturer of silk so fine and other mortal things, borer of holes through the memories of our minds and quarter supreme. Drop it in your glass of drink and you will simply find all it does is sing. 'Cause silverfish don't swim. 'Cause silverfish don't swim.
That is different.
Thank you, man.
That is so Aussie, Stanley. I mean, that really, you brought that, you know, you can imagine with their billies and their bongs. Terrific stuff, boys. Really different, completely unexpected.
So much fun putting
Nice
that
one.
together.
And it's just so an old, you go, what? It's a nursery rhyme.
It is. It's the two nursery
And
rhymes.
you've got that Kipling-esque thing going over the top. Good on you. Congratulations. And here's to some really fun things. How can we find you guys online?
Flooded Arts on Facebook. We've got an EPK there that's just on Marzipan. You can find all about us on Marzipan. But Flooded Arts on Facebook.
It's all there.
It's
Thanks
all
very
there.
much. Thanks for coming, guys. And the peeper. Amazing. Fantastic. Let's get...